Welcome back to Master the Fun, and today we're in Guild Wars 2, one of the best MMOs, if not the best, well, along with Final Fantasy 14, I would say, in gaming. And here we're in one of the best places that I've found for looting chests, for getting tons of loot, and that's here in the Auric Basin. And yeah, we're in the city now of Tarir. It's the major event in this zone, in the Auric Basin zone. As you can see there on the map, we're in the middle. That's where the major city is. It's like this underground type city. And really majestic, golden, awesome looking city. Fantastic art really in this. So we've just beaten the main boss, which you need a group to do so, because there's like 4 different areas, and each, have to defeat their own side. And now we're getting to the part where we get the chests. Okay, you don't even have to participate really. Well, you do and you don't. I'll explain that later. So here are the chests. Here's the first one in the first room that opens up. And now you get these 3 chests here, regardless of whether the event fails or succeeds. If it fails, you still get the 3 chests, but the second section or sections will not open up. So you get the 3 chests no matter what. It's the exalted chests, right? And yeah, these are the big ones, the big round ones. They have better loot, of course. There's the smaller ones, and you also have the grand. And this section has 5 chests. I'll also show the map with each section of how many chests they have. A total of 27 chests. It's phenomenal. You will need keys, as I'm showing you here. You will need keys to open them up. You will also need the lumps to buy the keys if you don't get them naturally from doing the missions for this event. In other words, you'll need to do little missions around the Auric Basin to actually start the main assault in the city, or the taking back of the city. So you can, once you defeat certain areas, there'll be an NPC where you can buy the keys, and you'll need Auric lumps to do so.
How many lumps do you want? Oh, 3 or 4.
And some of those missions will grant Auric lumps. Some of the chests will grant Auric lumps as well. So you want the lumps and you want the keys. So sometimes you're granted the keys and sometimes lumps, from chests outside the city, within the Auric Basin, from doing the preliminary
Time to do some real damage.
required quests to actually start the main attack on the city. So here we're in the next section, and also opening up all the chests. And like I said, this is a fantastic place. I don't think I've ever seen or had any game where there are so many chests for completing an event. I mean, this is just phenomenal. It's wow. And that's just the city. There's more chests, which we'll talk about later, just to get to to start the attack on the main city. You'll get chest rewards for doing the pylons, which is in the outer area. So it's basically like 4 areas, north, east, south, and west. And when you complete the sections, and there's a certain minimum, and then the main event will start. The main assault to take back the city will start. So this is the second to last room where there's some chests. And you got a lot of pillars around here. And this is the final room. There will be chests underwater, so you'll have to dive down and find them. This room also has 5 chests, including this main one here, the Grand Exalted chest, which I always want to grab first. There is a time limit, but it's really plenty. It's plenty of time. Like I said, the music changes. If you're anywhere in the Auric Basin, you'll hear the dramatic music change, and then you'll know that the assault is on. And then when the assault is over, the music goes back to some more relaxing type music. So then you better run and get your chests, you know, because there is a certain amount of time. I don't know if it's like 10 minutes or so. So there's plenty of time to grab them all. And yeah, so you grab your 5 chests. And then you have the fun process of opening up the bags, you know. So it's really good. It's tons of loot, really. I don't know how many gold I make per run on this. So here's the map, and I'll put the overlay for how many chests are in each room. There's your 27 chests, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, and 5. So if you're concerned of not missing any, you know, then you can be sure you grab them all. The toughest one is probably the 4 because you have all those pillars blocking the view of where the chests might be. And as we zoom out here, we'll have a bigger view of the map. And as I mentioned before, you have the 4 sides of the map where you'll have events. They're called events, where the main NPC who leads the preliminary attacks in the different sides, you know, to conquer certain, to take back certain pillars, to activate. It's called activating the pillars or pylons, right? So you activate the pillars, and once they're activated, when you defeat, you know, the main bosses or even mini bosses in each section, the chests will appear around usually around the pylons. There's 2 or 3 chests, or sometimes en route to the pylons. Like in the north, when you activate the pylon there'll be 1 chest by the pylon, but then there'll be another chest like halfway to like the main base of the north. It's like there's like a north base, west base, and south base. You have these little main bases, you know, where you'll also have 1 or 2 chests within that main like pillar pylon thing, you know, where it's like encased. I'll show that in the next video. So I'll explain more about the keys and the lumps in the next one. So I'll see you there.